Hello everybody, and welcome to your Seismic at Home brief for Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. The gym is open, so we'll see you there. Today's warm-up is we're going to spend about 2 minutes or longer if you start ahead of time of a run, jog, ride your bike, do some jump rope, some type of monostructural or cardio activity. And then at the end of that, we're going to do 3 times through of 10 step-ups, 10 high knees, 10 squats, and 10 butt kickers. So your step-ups, you're going to need a surface to step up onto. I've got a stool. You can use a chair or a box or whatever you're comfortable with. And we're just looking for stepping up, and then down is 1, switch legs is 2, and so on, and you'll do 10. Then we're going to do 10 high knees. With our high knee, we're going to pull a knee up and then jump and switch, almost like I'm running in place, right? So each pull is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Then we've got 10 squats. So it's just your normal air squat, maintaining good posture, keeping those heels down, chest up. Again, knees go out, not in. Heels stay down, don't come up. And then last up, each round we're going to finish with 10 butt kickers. So I'm going to pull my heel off the ground and try to kick myself in the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our pre-workout mobility is going to involve something that we call the runner's stretch. One leg is going to cross in front. You're going to drop that knee down. The other leg tucks behind. We're going to spend 1 minute over this front foot. And then 1 minute leaning back and driving this hip up. After a minute on each of those, we'll switch sides. Again, one leg crossed in front, drop the knee down. The other leg folds back. I'm going to lean forward, preferably over this foot, right? This will be easier if I go over the knee. I will get much more of a stretch if I go over my foot. Hanging out here, trying to drive my sternum to my arch. Gonna hang out here for 1 minute and then roll back and drive this hip up for 1 minute. Your WOD today is a sandwich workout. So you're gonna start off with a run and you're gonna end with a run. And if you can't run, we'll talk about some other options. But in between those 2 running pieces, you're gonna have a couplet, a 21, 15, 9 of loaded squats and box or chair step up and overs, step overs, right? So you're gonna start off with a half a mile run. That's about a 5 to 7 minute run for most of you. So if you're not sure on exact distances, you can use a Garmin or bring your phone with you. There are several apps out there, Map My Run, Strava, and many others. I believe that the Apple Watch will also track your distance, but don't quote me on that. And then once you get back from that half a mile, then you're going to do 21 and then 15 and then 9 of loaded squats and step overs. So you're going to find an object to step up and over. So for my loaded squats, I'm lucky I have a dumbbell, but if you don't have a dumbbell at home, you can fill a storage bin with something and hug it and squat. Alternatively, a medicine ball or a bucket of rocks, right? I can pick this up, hold it up by my chest, and squat. So you can do 21 of those, and then 21 step up and overs. So I can use my chair. I'm gonna go from one side to the other side. There's no need to stand up all the way with both legs, but try to alternate legs every time you go over. After I do 21 of each, I'm gonna do 15 of each, and then 9 of each, and then take off on another run equal to the one that I started out with. Now, if you cannot run, but you have access to a bike, I'd like you to go for 1.5 miles. Same concept, use a watch, use your phone, something to track distance. If you're not really sure, we're looking for something in the 5 to 7 minute time domain. And if you don't have a bike and you cannot run, then we're just going to look for some type of other cardio movement. So you can jump rope, you can do jumping jacks, you can do mountain climbers, and that is your call. So you can certainly mix and match and swap those things around. If you don't have access to a bike and you cannot run, we just want you doing some type of lighter monostructural work to start and end the workout. For your post-workout mobility, it'll be helpful if you have a foam roller or access to a peanut, which is 2 lacrosse balls taped together. If you don't have that, but you have some tennis balls or 2 lacrosse balls, but they're not taped together, you can put those inside of a sock and then tie a knot. We want to make sure that we're addressing the tissues in the front of the shin. So if I have a foam roller or something that I can use to get both sides of this, then I'm just going to put my weight up and work the front of my shins, right? We're trying to push all that lactic acid out of there and treat the fascia and the soft tissue. Obviously, I wouldn't want to use anything that's going to cause me injury to the shin bone, so nothing super hard. If you have just a single lacrosse ball, you can have a seat on the ground, place this right underneath the other side of the shin bone, and then kind of use your own body as some pressure down on top of it. The other area that we're going to want to look at are your quads. Same concept. I'm trying to get into the soft tissues of the quads and the hip flexors. I can use a foam roller. If I don't have a foam roller, a supernova works really well. Or again, back to that single ball, I can push in and I can kind of just knead around and look for any spots that might need some attention. Now remember, your quads are a very large structure. There are 4 of them that run from the knee, just down below the knee, up into the hip. So make sure we get all of this area, search, explore, look for knots, work it out, get those tissues supple. Have a great one, and we'll see you tomorrow.